mentioned playing Powerwash Simulator 2 in my summary of 2025 games I didn't review video. In brief, more of the same, but with a couple extra bells and whistles that all kind of fall out and get forgotten, like the furniture in a new Disney Princess playset, if you shake it too vigorously. I found it disappointing because the first game had a fun basic premise that didn't need much elaborating, and an interesting twist wherein over time weird things start to happen in the background of the plot as you advance from washing cars and houses to mystical statues and transforming UFOs, culminating in a huge Lovecraftian temple rising from the ocean that you are then of course called upon to wash floor to ceiling inside and out, which takes bloody ages. And the first issue a sequel was going to have, before even starting development, was that you can't pull that same trick twice. We know there's weird, quirky Lovecraftian stuff in the background plot now. It'd be like doing a sequel to Doki Doki Literature Club now that everyone knows it's actually a stealth horror game. And Powerwash Simulator 2 doesn't even try to expand upon its quirky undercurrent. The weirdness crops up here and there, but it doesn't get any kind of spectacular payoff like what the Ocean Temple was. If it were me, I'd have gone the Saints Row 4 route and turned the crank higher and higher until we're power washing alien motherships and the very beard of God. And the other failure in execution was that, all fun with story and setting aside, the big payoff provided by the Ocean Temple in the first game was that it was simply a very large thing that needed cleaning. The largest in the game, with lots of flat surfaces, and not so many of the little fiddly bits we always had to deal with when cleaning vehicles and fairground rides. In short, it's our reward for all the great power washing we've been doing up to that point. The biggest thing to power wash of all. And the sequel doesn't really have an equivalent payoff. You just hose some dirt off the Master Emerald for Sonic 3 and Knuckles, and away you go. I didn't care about that. I cared about power washing. Is it so hard to understand that I'm playing a game called Powerwash Simulator because I want to power wash increasingly big things? At first shake, it might seem strange that a person would want to play a video game about power washing dirt off of things. It would certainly have sounded like a joke if you told me about it in the late 90s. Yes, we all understand the appeal of the dad game work simulator and the satisfaction of a job well done, and there are plenty of people who enjoy the sensation of cleaning and tidying in reality and of taking care of their personal environments. Not me personally, scrubbing the floors does my knees in. But it's strange to consider Powerwash Simulator as a game because it doesn't have much in the way of game mechanics or skill challenge. You just point the hose till all the dirt is gone. There's no time limit, no health bar, no vicious attack dogs trying to chew up your health bar, no naughty incontinent birds fly over to add to your workload. At the very least, there could be a thing where things you've already cleaned get dirtied up again by the dirt running off the things you're cleaning now to add some kind of strategic element. But Powerwash Simulator doesn't even have that. Anything you've cleaned stays clean forever. What the game's doing is embodying the spirit of catharsis, divesting itself of challenge and context, the other two legs of my 3C's theory of game appeal. We glean satisfaction from getting all the dirt off something the way we glean it from picking scabs off our knees, or from peeling price labels off of new electronics in one untearing piece. One of the few new features of Powerwash 2 is that you no longer have to pay for soap, and that was a savvy move. A lot of times just going over things with plain water leaves a lot of stubborn bits behind, but if you take the time to soap over everything first, it all lifts right off. Definitely got that cleanly removing a price sticker appeal. So that's where the catharsis of the game comes from, but the more I thought about it, the more I found myself creeping towards a hot take on all of this, that cleaning games, far from being a strange aberration that has emerged as part of the rise to prominence of the dad game in recent years, in fact represent one of only two evolutionary precursors from which all game mechanics descend, those two being cleaning and getting to places. Think about it. Think back to the earliest video games in history. Space Invaders. What's that all about? Shooting all the aliens. In other words, cleaning up. Cleaning a sky that is cluttered with alien spacecraft. Pac-Man. There's another good one. Your objective is to pick up all these pharmaceuticals some inconsiderate person left scattered around the place, while ghosts try to stop you for being a buzzkill. Consider any action game in which you're forcibly locked into the current area until you've killed every last baddie in it, like Hades or Gears of War. What's that if not another form of cleaning? The standard Ubisoft sandbox model, like Assassin's Creed, is cleaning on two levels. During missions, cleaning all the guards and assassination targets out of the current area, and on a macro level, cleaning all the icons representing missions off of the map. As for the gameplay genres that aren't ultimately about cleaning, those are all covered by my second evolutionary precursor, getting to places. You're not obliged to hang around and kill everything in Super Mario Bros. Or Half-Life, but you are expected to ultimately be getting to a place. Actually, getting to places can be divided into two subsets, getting to places and getting to places the fastest, which covers racing games. But now I niggle the details. The point is, I'm serious here. Think of any video game in history and try to argue that what you're expected to do in that game doesn't in some way boil down either to getting your character from one place to another place, or staying in one place and removing all the undesirable elements from it, or some combination of the two. Actually, now I'm really thinking about it, this is just video games doing that thing art always does. That is to say, holding up a mirror to the human condition. Most of the fundamental things we do in life to improve our status are essentially cleaning things or getting to places. Like storytelling. What is that if not getting to a place, that is, from a beginning to an end. Or eating. There's a reason why when you've really enjoyed your meal, you're said to have cleaned your plate. And what about sex? Not now, Yahtzee. No, I mean, what about sex? That also boils down to cleaning and getting to places. Firstly, you have to get one very specific part of yourself into a place, and then afterwards you have to clean the bed sheets. Well, I don't want to get too excited, but I think I've made a sort of anthropological breakthrough here. I think when you get right down to it, all of human achievement can be divided between getting to places or cleaning. Going back to the earliest days of human society, you'd have to go to places to gather berries or kill saber-toothed tigers, but you'd also need a nice clean cave to bring it all back to. It also represents the division of labour espoused by now archaic notions of gender roles. One member of the marriage goes out and works and gets the things, the other stays home and cleans and maintains the things they've already got. And I suppose now we all need to be asking ourselves the question, which am I? Am I a cleaner or am I a goer to places? I suppose speaking personally, I'm probably a cleaner, considering I spend most of my day in my office and very frequently have to clean up piles of crinkly tissues.
This video is brought to you by PlayTracker, the app that tracks your cross-platform game library, achievements, stats, and more. PlayTracker works by connecting to various gaming platforms and combining all your data in one place. It offers a unified cross-platform social experience, advanced game library labeling and sorting, fun challenges and progression system, and stats about games and the types of players who enjoy them. PlayTracker is for all kinds of gamers, like this one.
My top tags across all platforms are dating sim and psychological horror. I'm sure that says nothing about me as a person.
And this one.
My mate Captain Toe Jam 96 and I have a lot of games in common. We should tackle some challenges together.
And even me! I'm better than all of you. Unite your gaming multiverse with PlayTracker today and join the official Second Wind Guild to unlock exclusive profile decorations by playing games recommended by us, a group of ostensibly professional gamers with allegedly great taste in games. Ooh.